my name is Ethan Garrick, and I'm going to be informing you on investing in the stock market. So what really happens when you invest in the stock market? You put money in and buy a very small percentage of the stock. Basically, you own a small percentage of the company for them to be able to use that money to buy more supplies and basically improve their company however they want to. Stocks prices tend to go up and go down. When more people want to buy a stock rather than people that want to sell it, the stock price tends to go up. And vice versa, when people want to sell their stocks and not as many people want to buy it, the stock price goes down. My three main points today are going to be why you should start investing in the stock market, how I personally invest in the stock market, and what can you expect just from investing in the stock market. So first I want to start off with a story. Definitely don't just go and invest without doing research first. When I first turned 18, I downloaded Robinhood, which is an app and they have a website. It's basically a company that lets you start investing into the stock market. I put in $40 and just found the cheapest stock I could find. I thought, oh, it's a penny stock, it's just going to get big and I'm going to make it rich. That's not how it works. I put $40 in and I think it was like 7 cents per stock at the time. Basically now the stock's tanked and that $40 is worth $3. And I currently still hold on to it because I figure I can't lose much more. It's already down to $3 and I just hope it rebounds. But I don't expect it to. It's very unlikely. But now I'm really talking to you about why you should start investing. Of course, everybody wants passive income, and the stock market is one of the ways to get that. The stock market some stocks give dividends, which is basically when the companies feels like they're making good profits and they want to give back to the people that invest in them. They give you a certain percentage amount of money. And also, when you invest your money in the stock market, based on, at least if you're making profit in the stock market, it holds up against inflation. And inflation is basically the prices of goods and services going up and cash value going down. Inflation over the past year was 2.3%, and I got that fact from usinflationcalculator.com. There wasn't a specific author, but it was updated this March 11th, 2020. And so basically, goods and services within the last year now cost 2.3% more, and our cash value is down. And also, investing just lets you retire comfortably. With the money you put in now, you could take out later and have for your retirement. Personally, how I invest in the stock market is I now use M1 Finance instead of Robinhood. I like it a little bit better. The app's set up differently, and they set it up in percentages. So I could just set my percentages, deposit money, and it'll automatically invest it for me into my percentages. I put a certain percent of each of my paychecks just into stocks to continue the flow of my investments. No matter how the market's doing, good or bad, going up or down, it's always better just to be putting it in no matter what. And I split my portfolio into S&P 500, which is just like the 500 biggest stocks in the stock market, or 500 biggest companies in the stock market. Dividend stocks, like I said, the ones that pay you back a little bit based on how good they're doing. Big companies, bonds, and real estate. Most of it goes into S&P 500 and bonds because they're a little bit safer, so I don't lose hopefully as much, and I hopefully gain just over the long term. What to expect from investing in the stock market? With the right stocks, you can expect about a 10% return. For example, S&P 500 has had about a 10% annual return on investments. I got the statistic from James Royale and Ariel O'Shea. They're with nerdwallet.com, and this was published on February 10th, 2020. So with the right investments and of course some luck at times, you could definitely make big money on the stock market. And of course the other way, with the wrong investments, not enough knowledge, and bad luck, you could lose a lot. Especially in short-term investments, it's a little bit more risky. If you just let your money sit, it'll more likely to make you more money. Short-term investments, you could have big losses, and just expect to see losses. The market's going to go down, you're going to take hits, and just don't pull it out and sell. You're just going to lose money that way. Just keep it in, ride it out, and you'll make it back. Out of all this, please remember to start investing. Take some points of how I invest and what you can expect from investing. With the right investments and just letting your money sit without pulling it out, you're pretty much guaranteed to make returns. On a closing note, for most of us, we'll be retiring in about 45 years. If we were just to put $10,000 in right now with an estimated average of a 10% return, like S&P 500, then by the time we retire, when we pull it out, it'd be about $700,000. And that's just with one deposit. Imagine depositing throughout the whole 45 years. You'll have a huge return as long as you do the right investments. And thank you. I'm Ethan Garrick. Have a nice one.